I still want to fight you on this, at least on camera once, because you be the one who said he maxed out. But I think because you said it's a robbery tailor-made, then I think he didn't max out. Because if it's a robbery, that means there was still more stuff to be gained for the world.
Right, there's still more stuff to be gained for the world, but you got to realize that when you're in a gang, it's more than likely you're going to be killed.
Yeah.
So if you don't get killed, you maxed out.
I don't like that mentality, though.
He did max out because, listen, you ain't reaching $1 million.
So you don't think Snoop maxed out?
So, like, if Snoop gets shot tomorrow type shit.
He maxed out.
How old is Snoop now, though? That's the difference.
50.
And, yeah, that's the thing. Because I still, people fight me on it, but I still think if Nipsey didn't die, based on his business mind and acumen, there's a potential he could have got close to a Jay-Z level.
God made him.
I don't doubt that.
Listen, dig this, because God made him a certain way. He kept Nipsey out of the spotlight because when you in the spotlight, you have people running up to you all the time, wanting your autograph, this and that. No one knew about Nipsey like that, but he was leveling up. God kept him tucked until this moment, and then when he got killed, then he became famous. But he was already doing so many different things for his community and all of that. Like God kept him, like he was sent by God to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say he maxed out. He delivered what God told him to deliver when he first came to this motherfucking planet. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody know about Nipsey like that. But he was making moves in the background. You had to be a real hip-hop head to know who Nipsey was.
I got you, but my thing is this, especially with the Grammy nomination and even shit like with Khaled trying to collab with him prior to his death, I think that just shows that the industry was about to like have him blow up. And if you have him blow up while being a living mouthpiece and talking about certain things and putting out a Dr. Sebi whatever documentary and like trying to be that bull who says, hey, listen, I went through the industry system of like trying to sign to a label and saw how that wasn't right. So then, because he could have been like this cool fusion between like Chance the Rapper, but then like someone like Game in the sense of like street cred.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't know how much work.
I'm not saying God didn't want that because obviously it happened, but I still feel like the trajectory was
I'm
clear.
saying you don't know how much work he put in.
No, he
Wait,
put
what
in
do you
a
mean?
lot of work.
In the streets.
He put in a lot of work in the streets.
All right, but that don't change. That don't change the fact that
does change it.
In the sense of how you think he maxed out because of how much work he did.
Right.
Listen, he was
I
a
still
killer.
feel like, well, no, he's talking about in the sense of how much work he did in the streets and to not die is still maxing out. I still disagree.
And he was
with
a
that.
millionaire, and he had the love of his life. He had kids. He made it from gangbang. He made it from. He was a Crip. Made the Bloods come together. Right. He became a millionaire. He had a beautiful wife. He had children. It's over after that.
Right.
For real. It's over. All you gotta do at that point, once you get all of those things, is just big old and gray.
Right. But because here's the thing. Do you think that Nip? Because the sad thing is Nip's overall impact is slowly gonna fade. We're gonna go back to normal shit.
That's with everybody that dies.
That's with everybody that dies, besides a few.
No one. Bob Marley was when Bob Marley died. It was the world's coming to an end.
But we still all right. But here's my thing. I don't feel like Nip was. I think Nip was a person who had the potential to create generational wealth and systemic change, at least within his small area.
But he already has generational wealth.
So you think he already had that?
He making more money. Most rappers make more money.
Own all these properties.
I got you. I think he could have done more.
He could have done more.
I think Nip could have been another.
Could do
I still think Nip could have been like one of the rappers who becomes a billionaire type shit. Like
I bet you he make more money dead this year.
I mean, yeah, he's going to because every time you die, there's no expenses, so you just make money. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think he maxed out.
But life wise, listen. Would you call yourself maxing out if you making millions? You married the woman of your dreams. You helped your community. You started programs for underprivileged youth. Right. You did all these things. Now, if you did all these things, right, and
so you did all those, so
right, and then when you die, the wealth and the value of everything you started increased.
Right,
but I still
it would have took him longer to increase his wealth if he was still alive versus when he died.
But I still think the age thing bothers me.
The age thing. Tupac died when he was 24.
Yeah, but I don't think Tupac maxed out either. Like I'll say maxed out. Like Like, yeah, like, well, I mean, there's also potential he might not have been doing music.
He didn't max out.
I don't think Tupac maxed out. I think if Jay-Z died like 5 years ago, he wouldn't have maxed out.
What?
Because he wasn't a billionaire yet.
So what? What does that mean that he's a billionaire?
Well, no.
What does that actually mean?
What I mean by that is that in the sense of the amount that you were able to accumulate after.
Okay,
wait,
right.
hold up. Because Jay-Z's in a similar category where he was selling drugs and shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So,
It's not worth.
So if Jay-Z died at 800 million, his life is worthless.
Well, no, because let's say this. I'll say this. The fact that he was able to at one point own a basketball team and shit like that, I think that's where you start to get into that max out category, right? But I still don't think it's done.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta realize that people from the hood, he's from the projects.
Yeah, I got you.
As soon as he made $1 million, he good. Everything after that is a bonus.
That don't mean he maxed out.
Everything after that is a bonus.
I don't think
maxed out.
he maxed
He's
out.
from the projects.
It don't matter.
Nips maxed out because he had multiple businesses going.
He's from the projects, man.
He had clothing line, stem
don't
cell. Didn't he
care.
do the stem? The stem?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you want to do more,
That's what I'm saying.
but at a certain point,
In life?
you good.
So y'all think he was at the gravy point? He was already at the gravy point.
Right,
Yes.
He wanted to affect even more communities.
right.
Affect maybe it's just his community. He wanted to affect like
California.
maybe like Oakland, and maybe I don't know. But Nipsey was probably thinking this shit like.
Right.
I'm saying. I don't feel like that's maxed out.
He combined.
I
He
think maxed
combined
out would be
gangs.
like, what else the fuck can I do? Like, I don't know what
He
else to
couldn't do nothing else. It was over.
He coulda
maxed
did
out.
more shit.
Only thing he can do left now was make more money.
But you gotta look at it like
I think impact more lives.
his death impacts more than him being alive.
right. Y'all did. A lot of people didn't even know who he was.
Are we sure about that?
Yes. When he was still alive, people didn't even know who he was.
Do you know how many albums he
People
already
didn't even
had?
know who he was.
He had like five albums before. he
People
died.
still to this day be like, yo, I never heard a Nipsey song.
That's true. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I mean, if you didn't at least when he died, then I don't know.
He got me through jail.
I'm telling you, people still to this day be like, I never heard a Nipsey song. That's crazy. But people are stuck in their own world, so it's just what it is.
Take us to the next pick, T-Man. I see he got on a red shirt. And it's crazy that he wearing red when he was a Crip.
Right, but Nipsey would always say, I'm so solidified and solid, and everybody knows that I'm a 100 Crip, that I can wear any color now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you would see him sometimes wearing red or any other color, because people knew what he was and what he stood for. Now, this picture is on the back of the Fat Burger that he owned around the corner. It was like a cheeseburger spot. It's like right around the corner from the Marathon
That's the
store.
back of his store, that picture right there?
Right. Like, this is the side of the drive-thru. Like, whenever people go through the drive-thru, they have to drive past this picture. So, this picture is like a hologram. You can see, like, his face on this side, too. But it's like a hologram of it. And then this one is solid. But this is on the side of the Fat Burger that's around the corner. Right.
You got on blue. So you looking like a Crip
I'm looking
out
like a
there.
Crip.
Like the Crips coming to show
I had to
love
wear
to
my
the big
Nipsey
homie.
blue, man.
And then he was what was his he's not African American. What is it? He's
It starts with an E or something. It's like immigrant or something.
yeah. So he was an immigrant? It's like no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say immigrant. And don't you got another picture?
Well, this is the picture in front of the Brinks truck.
There's
The All Money in Brinks truck. Would you say
I was just saying, like, I think his mom is not from America or something like
Right.
No, it's his dad.
that. It's his dad.
Yeah.
No, I think it's both of them.
It's right, but his dad couldn't speak a lick of English. Damn near.
Bob Marley used to talk about somebody, but Nipsey Hussle was a descendant of that person, supposedly. I forgot.
No, I don't know who he was descendant of. But I know he was like from Euphrates or something.
Right.
Something like that.
It starts with an E. But yeah, this is his truck.
Yeah, you got a Brinks truck.
Right. The All Money in truck.
I need to get a Brinks truck. You know the
What
last
you gonna
person
put
that
in it, dog?
Hmm?
What you gonna put in it?
my access card.
Yeah.
You do your business in it, man.
Yeah. Oh shit.
They're not gonna carry him, but they're gonna mark him to the spot.
And Eyez, you said this the Brinks truck. One of y'all said this is the Brinks truck from Hustle and Motivate.
Yeah, I think in Hustle and
I gotta-
Motivate, they
no,
robbed
That joint was great though.
I forget. They
They got more than
robbed.
one.
There might have been 2 trucks in that
Yeah,
music video,
they
if I'm
got
not
more than one.
mistaken.
They got a whole fleet of these Jones.
So
But this is the joint that stays like out in front of the store. This is like the storage truck.
so why you think they had Brinks trucks?
Cause they got money, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, just was to show people like this is what you can get.
Yeah, we go to the bank in a Brinks truck.
Right.
You know, I want that. I always wanted to go to a bank and
Don't-
have a helicopter.
Don't do that. Well, or a helicopter maybe.
I want to land on the roof and
That's
just,
the biggest. That's the big. Even though I know Nipsey wasn't about this, but I think about like other rappers like X and shit. Like if you get that money, you should only be walking around like $100 on you. Like
No, you shouldn't. You should always have plastic on you. Come on,
What, you
poverty.
gonna buy something?
Well, no, I'm saying like in the sense of liquid money. Like oh, let me just
No
go
liquid.
buy.
There's no
let me
such
go-
thing as
Let
liquid.
Let me go
money
buy a
anymore.
Mystic real quick.
Well, sometimes they leave. They just picked up that money.
Yeah, I did that once. I just picked up $100 before.
Listen, Brink trucks is about to be
What you
filled
want
with.
them to do?
No,
American
but that's
Express
what I
trucks.
mean is like
You just don't want on the regular.
you can't just be out there like with like, oh, I got 5K on me. Like, why?
But why not? It's your money.
What do you need it for?
It's my money.
What are you buying this 5K?
I
Like,
didn't have this money.
oh my God, just if you get a lot of money, y'all leave most of it in the bank, or even if you do the
No.
math.
I would never leave
No.
most of my money in the bank. I
No,
don't trust
I
banks.
mean in the sense of just not having it on your person.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it on.
Don't have it
I don't
on you.
trust banks.
That's why I said even your pillowcase or whatever. Just don't be like
You
walking
should
on.
never have a savings account. Period.
Why?
Because listen, all right, I'm gonna prove this little fact to you.
All right, here comes some
So
money
you
math.
give me $5,000, right?
All right, yep. Here's
Now,
$5,000.
if you
And I lose my
put
wallet.
$5,000 in the bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
You leave it in there for a year. You get your interest. What you gonna get back? 5,120.
Yes.
So why are you leaving it in the bank? Why don't you put that 5,000 to yourself and flip it within a year?